This is Richard Fowler. I'm John Kilpatrick with Okolona Aikido, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. And right now I want to look at Ikkyo. And the way Ikkyo is usually done is that you have your partner's arm and you have it bent here and you bend it up, and then you're stepping in and bending your partner forward and then stepping through him and doing this kind of movement. And if your partner gives you resistance, getting this to work is really hard. It just takes years and years to get where you can do something that's kind of good. And so, and there are a lot of different right ways to do this. So what I'm talking about, I'm not saying this is the way. But right now, I want to look at Ikkyo as an arm breaking technique. And if we think about it that way, I'm not trying to bend his arm up. I'm not looking for this shape. He does that is Uki, does that to protect his arm. And I don't really want that to happen. If that happens, and we'll do this in a different video, I'll shift to some other technique. So what we're going to do here, when you do your Ikkyo pin, and I'm assuming y'all know basic Ikkyo, but when you do your Ikkyo pin, you have that nerve that you press on that's between the bicep and the tricep. And so we're going to come close to that nerve and probably get it. And so we're going to come here and twist this. And you don't want to press directly against the elbow. You want to press on that flat area just behind the elbow. And that pretty much puts you on that nerve. Now, we're going to do this as a defensive reflex movement. And so when I'm doing defensive reflex, and if you've been watching these videos, we're doing this all the time. To get this defensive reflex, I'm doing something, I'm coming at him like that, and I've got my head coming at him, I'm looking at him, I'm driving my hand into his face. And when you do this, people want to protect themselves. And we're going to get that protection here. But instead of stimulating him visually, we're going to stimulate him through his arm. But we're going to do exactly the same movement. And so when I'm here, and I've got my Ikkyo position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bow and step in so that my head comes at him, I'm looking at him, my hands are coming toward him. It's very much like what you're used to doing on your basic Ikkyo, and it's the same thing that we're doing, stimulating all of these defensive reflexes. So I'm here, I want to get him in position, and then so that's this basic Ikkyo done as an arm bar, done as an arm breaking technique, but it's done with the leading. So I'm getting my leading the same way. And when I'm calling leading here is really stimulating a defensive reflex.